has a really important role to play, and all of us believe in the promise and the potential that sport offers. My name is Gretchen Kerr, and I'm a professor at the University of Toronto and co-director of eAlliance, which is the National Gender Equity in Sport Research Hub. At the end of the day, we all want the same thing from sport. We want it to be fun, to be safe, inclusive, for us to feel welcomed, and a sense of achievement. However, we also know that these goals and these benefits are not always achieved. Some people experience harms in sport. And so to realize the promise and the potential that sport has to offer, we need to talk about safe sport. How do we create these environments that ensure a sense of achievement, ensure safety, fun, and inclusivity? And when those things happen, then safe sport becomes a natural byproduct. It becomes a positive side effect, if you like. A good way to think about safe sport is to start with the question, if you ran into your former athletes in the grocery store 10 years after they retired, what would you want to hear from them? How would you like to hear them describe their sport experience and the impact, the influence that that sport experience has had on other parts of their lives? We all know what we want the answer to be, that it was fulfilling, that they felt a sense of achievement, that they developed great friendships, and they learned life skills that helped them in other sectors of life. And if we start with that approach, if we approach every training with that in mind, that story in mind, then we're more likely to create safe, fun, inclusive, and welcoming sport environments. While this mindset is really important, it's also important to recognize when things go astray, to know what an unsafe, unwelcoming, or exclusionary environment looks like. How do we recognize those environments? And secondly, how do we respond if they happen? Because it's also everyone's responsibility to do something when the environment is not conducive to optimal learning and development. So the next videos in this series will address these questions: how to recognize when there are threats to safe sport, and how to respond and address those issues when you see or hear about them. And the content in these videos may make some people uncomfortable or provoke feelings of trauma or distress. If you have personally experienced or witnessed violence or abuse and would like additional support, please contact the Canadian Sport Helpline at abusefreesport.ca, or you may contact the Canadian Mental Health Association, which has over 300 locations across Canada. And both of these are available for additional resources and supports.